November 24th, the nays have it, because this is the anniversary of the publication back in 1877 of the novel Black Beauty. It's about this horse. Actually, Black Beauty is about a great deal more than a horse. It is the story of the life of a horse. It is told by the horse, but it is primarily a statement of vehement opposition to cruelty to animals, and indeed cruelty to human beings. And it's a very important novel. It's beloved of children. It's one of the best sellers of all time. And people sometimes get this idea that if a novel is very popular, especially if it's very popular among children, it's not serious. It's not about politics or public policy. But nothing could be farther from the truth, because this is a morality tale, and it's a morality tale that profoundly affected how people thought. And the reason that I'm talking about it in this context is because of the late Andrew Breitbart's extremely important observation that politics is downstream from culture. That the things that happen in the political arena, who gets elected, what they're able to do if they get elected, who doesn't have a chance, are driven far less by the mechanics of campaigns and the cleverness of slogans than they are by the general mood in the community. And Anna Sewell, who wrote the novel, she was in fact an invalid. She'd had an accident when she was 14 that left her unable to walk, partly due to improper medical treatment. And so she spent a lot of time among horses, and she came very much to value horses, but also to see a lot that was wrong with how they were treated. It's the only novel she ever wrote. She wrote it as she lay dying, but she lived long enough to see it become an immediate and it did become an enduring success. Of course, she didn't see that in as much as she was dying. But she did something really important by changing the way that people thought about their relationship with animals. There were certain specific practices. The high rein that held the horse's head uncomfortably up was essentially banned because of the novel. But more generally, people started to think in a warmer and kinder way about animals and about their fellow humans. And to lapse briefly into polemics of a sort here, if conservatives want their message to prevail, they have to stop shouting so much, they have to stop being so angry, and they have to stop putting quite so much attention to politics. And they have to think about the culture more broadly, about inspiring tales. I would say the most important conservative book that has been written in the last 100 years is The Lord of the Rings. And again, it's a fantasy novel. People accuse Tolkien of writing escapism. His response was, there's nothing wrong with escape if you're a prisoner. And there's an answer well worth meditating on. But we need to understand that we need to have stories that reach the heart, that are dramatic, that are appealing to children, that reach people where they live and help them see how the world is and how it could be. Exactly what Anna Sewell did so brilliantly with Black Beauty, published to enormously beneficial effect back on November 24th of 1877. If you enjoy these commentaries, please visit my website. That's www.johnrobson.ca. Make a pledge of support, and of course, keep watching and subscribing to The Rebel.